Hello again. It's the middle of the day, which feels odd because normally I record these at in the dead of night when no one can hear me scream. Martha is with us today because she is ill, apparently. No, she's really ill. So that's her over there. Wave, Martha. Wave from your sick bed. There she is. I was going to do a video yesterday, or the day before, about what a bad mood I was in, because I was in a really bad mood. Things are happening and my mum isn't very well, like she's feeling sick or whatever, and it just we had our auntie round and her dog, and it was all kind of no one was around, so I was having to sort of not take charge but kind of be the person who drives the whole what are we doing now today, blah blah blah. And I don't mind taking responsibility for things, but I was just sort of feeling I really want to go up to my room and sit under my covers of my bed and write things on my laptop and hide and read a book, but I couldn't do that, and it was because I wasn't being allowed to do that made me in a really bad mood, and that made me cross. But luckily today I'm not cross at all, sort of. Anyway, today I thought I'd talk about the latest episode, the Crimson Horror, because that's the most exciting thing that's happened to me in the last few days, and I know this will be a shock to you, but I quite liked it. That's revolutionary. I almost never say I quite like Doctor Who. Oh wait, every time. But it's true, I did quite like it. I thought it was interesting and funny, and it wasn't one of those big serious episodes. It was kind of funny, and obviously I think it might get a bit more serious and plot driven towards the end of the series, I mean, not the episode. Yeah, Doctor and Clara weren't in it for a while, which I thought was kind of cool, but I don't know, the bit, oh my god, the bit where the Doctor turned out to be the monster in the thing, in the room, I was like, so sad, I was crying, oh no, because I could feel tears in my eyes, because he couldn't move, and he might have been there for ages. He looked so sad and so scared, and I was like, yeah, it was really horrible. Kind of being stuck and not being able to move, and what's something else that's happened in? Can you remember anything else that someone got stuck like that? Watch where people get stuck in Frozen. They're like, ah! Ha! Martha has thought of it! Han Solo in Star Wars! Duh! Thank you, Martha. Thank you so much. He came out and he was a bit funny and he'd lost his eyesight and all this stuff. So it's good if that didn't happen to the Doctor, or they would have really been in the shit. Which is not something I really should properly say on here, but whatever. I thought that it felt a little bit, maybe because Doctor and Clara weren't in it, but it felt a bit I'm not going to say empty, but kind of sort of distant, I guess, because you didn't get that feeling of you were following because you weren't following their story, you were following the story of Vastra and Jenny, and then they found the Doctor, and then it felt about you were a bit distant from them. It felt like there were quite a few characters to keep tabs on. I mean, there are a lot of the time in Doctor Who, so that's not, I'm not saying that's the reason, but I liked it, but it all felt a bit not very emotionally connected, aside from the sad bit with the Doctor that made me cry. I'm not going to call that a review, because it wasn't a review, it was a bit of brain explosion, I don't know, something along those lines. Yes. And there was something else I was going to talk about. Yes, I'm happy today because I have Will Smith on my t-shirt. Look, there he is, there's Will Smith, look at his little face. If I had to write a book of my reasons to be happy, and believe me, I've thought about it, wearing a t-shirt with Will Smith's face on it would definitely be in there, because you can't get much happier than that, I don't think. Also, tidied up my bedroom the other day, which is shocking because I don't normally do that, and I found this. Not really sure on how I was going to proceed from here. You can do this and then kind of out. That's what you could do with this. But anyway, I will talk to you all another day when I've got hopefully something more interesting to do than pinging a mask onto my face. Bye bye. Ow.